Halloween Ends, a cut of the film will be ready in 2 to 3 months. This was February 16th, so this was like 10 days ago. And I told you guys, I'm not going to be like talking too much Halloween Ends unless it's something big. But I got 2 stories, and one of them is kind of a big deal. To me, it's kind of a big deal. So I figured I'd throw this one in here too, because this one will be nice and short. But it's kind of cool that a cut of the film will be ready in 2 to 3 months. I mean, that's not a big shocker or anything, but let's entertain it, and then we'll get to the bigger one. The bigger one. Okay, and you know, knowing these movies, they usually take like a month to film, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. So it's been a few weeks since production began on Blumhouse and director David Gordon Green's Halloween Ends in Savannah, Georgia. In a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly to promote the reboot of Firestarter, producer Jason Blum shared an update on Ends, stating that a cut of the film will be ready in the next 2 or 3 months. Blum had the following to say: "I had dinner with the great John Carpenter last night, and he was very happy, and I'm so excited we're getting to make a third Halloween movie," says Blum. "So far, the shooting is going very well, knock on wood, and we'll have a cut to look at in 2 to 3 months." So what's that? March. So April time frame, there will be a cut of Halloween Ends, which is pretty cool. You know, I guess I can kind of speak on the John Carpenter thing too, because John Carpenter just had an interview recently, and they asked him, will there be any more Halloween movies? And his response, no shocker, basically that if there's money to be made, then they're going to make more movies, you know. So, but this will be the end of the David Gordon Green trilogy. He did confirm. I mean, we all know that anyway. It's called Halloween Ends. That's not a freaking shocker. But yeah, so let me ask you guys this, because I like getting you guys involved. After this thing ends, Halloween Ends, the David Gordon Green trilogy, some of you are going to be extremely happy that it's over. And some of you might want more. Even if you love this, I like the last 2 movies. You know, I like Halloween 2018. I love Halloween Kills. Even if Halloween Ends like knocks it out of the freaking park, greatest of the trilogy, do I want them to continue that story? No. Like, my knee-jerk, you know, reaction is no. Let's go ahead and end this thing for a couple reasons. One, it's trilogy. It's nice to end it on a trilogy. 2, Myers' age. Yeah, I think. Hey, dude, 607. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and end it. Unless there's a big revelation in Halloween Ends that needs another hour and a half to be told, I highly doubt that. Then, yeah, I'll entertain it. But I think Ends is going to make big money. I do. I think it'll make probably what Kills made. And I think that the series will reboot in some fashion. What I'm not sure of is where it's going to go. Like, I don't think they'll go with a complete fresh remake, because it seems like lately they're doing the whole requel thing, and that means jumping off from a current timeline. And I think 10 years ago, there's no way in hell that they would ever do something that risky. But now, because Jamie Lee Curtis is no longer involved, they might not be against leaping off of a certain point. And I'm thinking back to 4, 5, and 6. I mean, that's only logical. Like, they're not going to leap off of Resurrection. So the only logical place they could leap off of, if they didn't go the complete, let's start again. That sounds exhausting just saying it. But and what do you guys think of that? And we've kind of talked about this stuff in the past, but would you be fine with them jumping off of Halloween 6? For me, I love that. I love that trilogy, 4, 5, and 6 anyway. So I think there's definitely some exploration there. I think because I'm such a big Rachel fan, and we haven't heard anything from Ellie Cornell in quite a while. I think she works behind the scenes now. But what would you guys think about this? What if they brought Rachel back? I would I think I might even be more down for that, even over Danielle Harris. And believe me, guys, I am shouting it to the mountaintops. Yes, bring back Jamie Lloyd, please. I'll watch that movie in a heartbeat. But just the idea of bringing Rachel back, that sounds pretty damn cool, actually. So, I don't know. The question's for you guys. What do you think? Do you think they should do just let's remake it? Let's start a new with a brand new 20-year-old Michael Myers, or let's jump off? You know, Jason Laura says jump off 4. That's a good idea. That's a possibility. Matter of fact, somebody sent me a DM yesterday, and they said, what if they jumped off of 4? And now this is crazy, okay? But what if Jamie Lloyd became the new Myers, you know? And we had a female killer. I don't like it, but it is interesting. It is very interesting to do something like that. I think Myers should always exist in Halloween, unless you're going to go the anthology route and there's no killer. But the only killer, in my opinion, that needs to be in Halloween is Michael Myers. Would you guys agree with that? I think it's too far of a stretch to have Jamie Lloyd as the main killer in Halloween. You know, unless you do a Friday Part 5 and make it look like it's Myers, and then at the end it's like a big shocker, and it turns out that it's Jamie Lloyd, which I don't know how that would work. All right, so let's go to the next Halloween Ends story, and this is the bigger one, and I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Jamie Lee Curtis has finished filming Halloween Ends, and automatically there were people, they were analyzing like, oh my God, how long did she shoot? Does this mean that Jamie Lee Curtis dies in the first frame of the movie? Is that what we're talking about? No. Couple things. She shot for a good month, I think. Okay, I didn't go back and I didn't pull up my calculator, but she shot for a good amount of time. Okay, that's one thing. These types of movies, 6 weeks, you can churn one out pretty easily in 6 weeks. Okay. Also, I think most movies, they don't shoot chronologically anyway. You know, I think they shoot with whatever serves the schedule the best, whatever saves them money the best. And I think few movies are filmed chronologically. It does happen, but just scheduling wise, you know, because you could have like 2 scenes in a movie, like one at the beginning of the movie and one in like the 3rd act in the same place. Do you think they're going to shoot that scene and then move forward to all these different scenes and then come, oh, we got to go back to that place and shoot that scene? Or do you think they're going to go ahead and shoot both scenes in the same place? Lord of the Rings, they did that. Lord of the Rings, there's a scene from the Two Towers where you have a scene with Samwise and Frodo. They're talking, and then it cuts, and then there's another scene in the same exact sequence. That scene was shot a year later, and they just married the two together. You know, and you can't even tell. You can't even tell. And that's just movie making. That's what they do. You know, it's all about scheduling and timing and whatever saves them money. So, hell, most of the Rocky movies, they shot the fight first. You know, they shot like Rocky Balboa, the 6th movie. They shot the fight first. And the reason they do that is so Stallone could actually get in shape. You know, he gets to the gym for 6 months. And then because the rest of the movie, he doesn't have his shirt off. So that way he can kind of let loose, and he doesn't have to, you know, have abs, you know. So there's a variety of reasons why they shoot movies in different orders. Okay, they could have shot Jamie Lee Curtis in the final act of this movie first. You know, sometimes it's all about momentum too. You know, we got this crazy momentum right now, right? Let's go ahead and shoot this final act scene where we need to be as amped up as possible. And then we'll move on to some other scenes. That could be a reason. So, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis could still be in this movie all the way through. All right? Probably will. Also, the character of Laurie Strode, if you look back to Halloween 2018 and Kills, she's not in every scene. And I'd say she might even only be in like half the movie if you made a Laurie Strode cut and just had scenes of Laurie Strode in the movie, might be a freaking 30-minute movie. I don't know. Okay, I haven't pulled out my calculator, but yeah. So that means nothing. But it is cool that she's finished rapping, and this is a big deal because this is the end. You know, I don't think there's any way they're bringing Jamie Lee Curtis back to freaking Halloween. Hold on, guys. Let me find some fucking wood. Okay. Just to be sure. Don't bring her back. Okay. And nothing against... Hey, Laurie Strode, great character. Okay. But it's over. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, and you know what? You got to give her credit. Halloween would not be what it is today without Jamie Lee Curtis. It just wouldn't. Okay. And we were this close to going to straight to DVD land, all the way back after part 6. So she did save the franchise. Got to give her that. I'm just talking about from a story perspective. I am so ready to move on to some new blood, you know? And that might be what Ends is. Like, what if... I don't think she's going to die in the first act because they already did that in Resurrection. So there's no way they're going to repeat themselves. But I think she's going to play a big part in the final act. I do. You know, go out with a bang, right? I think she's going to die. We shall see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Laurie Strode is going to die in Halloween Ends? And don't worry, guys. I'm going to clip these out, okay? I'll clip these out. So I might put both the Halloween stories in one. I'll definitely put the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there so you can hear me bitch about that again. Okay. Jamie Lee Curtis raps filming on Halloween Ends. Filming of Halloween Ends continues in Savannah, Georgia, but Jamie Lee Curtis announced on social media that this morning she has officially wrapped shooting her scenes, sharing a farewell message after completing completing what is likely her final performance as Laurie Strode. In her post, she says, "A bittersweet end for me on the Halloween movies. I've made great friends and have collaborated with wonderful artists on these 3 movies. And today, my part in the film has been completed. And with it, the end for me of this trilogy. It's all because of the fans who have always supported me, and more importantly, Laurie and the creative teams at Blumhouse and the rest of the production companies." Yeah, she's just naming off the name. Now, here are a few images that will remind you of the wonderful time we all had. I love this crew and cast, and I will miss you all. Can't wait for the fans to see the movie. You're going to what hashtag LYM? Guys, what does that mean? I don't know what that all means. And continuing reading. And by the way, Hawkins will die in this movie. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. Laurie Strode is that a real tattoo? That's pretty cool if that's a real tattoo. I don't think so, because I think that's a guy's arm. Is that a guy's arm? I don't know. Oh, I did have one more thing. And I don't even know if I could get in trouble for saying this. It's nothing about the plot of the movie or anything, okay? It's nothing about the plot of the movie. I'll just say this. Hold on. Fly on the Wall is the best AC/DC album out there. And I think it's better than Back in Black. Okay? Would I get in trouble for saying that? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But then you guys are like, God damn it, you can't freaking dangle that carrot. Like, somebody from the set of the movie reached out to me and basically stated, this is going to be great. You're going to love this. And, you know, yeah, I'll just say that. Okay. It's going to be great. All right. I'm sure it's going to have some nice surprises. I'm not saying they said that, but yeah, they're basically saying it's going to be great. Okay. I'm being very careful. Okay. And they did say that Fly on the Wall is better than Back in Black.